What's happening, ladies and germs out there in YouTube land? So I just finished up this build. It's a Umarex Zelos 22 cal. It's got the FX barrel conversion, a 500 millimeter pellet liner, running a 220 cc lightweight bottle on there. We did a custom HP hush moderator to clear the bottle. Turned out pretty cool, and it's ended up being real quiet, like 93.5 decibels. Adjusted the trigger, got the low rise 20 MOA pick rail, M-lock bipod, bottle band, got the FX Crony, the pocket Crony 2 down here for our velocities. Drilled the hole in the buttstock so we can do external adjustments on the hammer spring. Got the Terminator branded cheek rest to match with everything else. Yeah, I was just shooting this thing, and I tuned it for 21 grain pellets, the JSB lights, 20.83 grain, and had them going 900 feet per second. Then I was testing out the JSB 18 or 18.13s, and yeah, those were doing like, I think 930 or something like that. So yeah, at that tune, the 21 grains at 900, we got 45 shots per fill on reg. The reg is set at about 2000, 1900. Yeah, about 2000, I'd say. And so yeah, I was just fixing to switch down to a more of an eco tune to see what that gets with the 15.89 grain JSB Hades. So yeah, I'll run a couple of these JSB 18s out, just get rid of what's in this mag, and then I'll degas it and retune it for the 16s, and then we'll see what kind of shot count we can get with the 16 grains. Upper left target.
948. 944. 942. 940. 939.
Alright. Couple 5-shot groups. Next target over.
940. 940. 939. 939. 938.
Alright, yeah, another thing is we're running the Huben regulator, the 300 bar, and those are available on my TerminatorIndustries.com store. If you need to pick up one of these for your Zelos or for your Snow Peak. Alright, third target over.
940. 939. 938. 940. 938.
Okay, so let's degas that, and then we'll lower the regulator pressure, and then back off the hammer spring a little bit, and see if we can get a good tune going for the JSB Hades. So to degas these, there's a degassing port right here. Just make sure your breech is clear and all that. Okay, so we'll reseat the degas grub screw. And then I'll lower the regulator screw by turning it clockwise. Not bottomed out. We'll come back about 1/8 of a turn. And then I'll go ahead and gas her up. Alright, so we got a full fill, 300 bar on there. Let's see what she's doing as far as velocity. Back off the hammer spring a little bit. Let's decock it. Alright, let's see what this is doing. The reg is at 15. No, the reg's at 1250.
832.
Alright, so we want to go a little higher. We'll see if the reg's high enough to get there with just the hammer spring. One turn on the hammer spring.
816.
Alright, so now it's a regulator because got a little bit of spring bounce. So crank that up to 1500. If your regulator's too low for your hammer spring setting, then the hammer is actually going to be bottoming out on the valve and bouncing back, and usually when that happens you get even less velocity than the previous shot. So a lot of times that's how you can know that you've gone too far in on the hammer spring for the reg setting. Alright, so 882. Let's take another one.
872.
Get it to settle in.
876.
Alright, so I want to get it to be about 900, so I'm going to try adjusting the hammer spring. One turn.
867.
Yeah, we're still hitting the hammer too hard for the reg adjustment, so I'm going to back off a turn and then increase the reg. Oh man, got indigestion this morning. So we'll go up to about 1600. Getting close to 900.
896.
Alright, so go half turn on the hammer spring.
895.
About the same. Another half turn.
892.
Yeah, even a little less. So I'm going to go back again, half turn, and then a smidge more on the reg. And we're just going to inch it up to that 900 velocity. Okay. Still looks like it's about 1600 on the gauge.
899. 902.
Yeah, there we go. So we got her at 900. At this point, I'm going to just back off the hammer spring. Let's make sure we're not bottoming out on the valve.
896.
Yeah, no, it looked like we were about perfect. So another half a turn tighter.
895.
Looks like the reg's settling in a little bit.
890.
Yeah, so I went in a half turn and it got slower. So we'll go back a half turn. We just need a couple more feet per second. So I'm barely going to even turn this at all, just a tiny amount. Got a few more pellets left in the mag. Let's see if we can finish this tune on this mag.
904.
Woo!
901.
Pretty good. Go half a turn back out.
903.
And then we're still on. So another half turn out.
899.
Yeah, we're still pretty much right there. I'm gonna go a quarter turn in. So yeah, I'm happy with that. 1600 on the reg, so we can shoot from 4500 psi all the way down to 1600, and we'll still be on reg at that tune, and that's a lot of air to be able to go through with the JSB 16 grains. And at 900 feet per second, you know, we could shoot them faster. You know, these will work up to like 950, but I think we need about 900 to get like some decent pellet head expansion. So and still remain like with the eco tune, to where we can get a lot of shots per fill out of our small bottle. So the whole idea behind this build was to make it compact and easy to shoulder. So that's why we went with like this small bottle, and then the FX barrel, because the FX barrel, the OEM barrel was 2 pounds and 2 ounces with the shroud, and then the FX barrel with its shroud, the carbon fiber shroud and the whole barrel, was only 13 ounces. So the FX barrel is like 1 pound and 5 ounces lighter than the OEM barrel. So that gives you like a really lightweight feel to the Zelos. And the 500 millimeters compact. I think the OEM barrel is like 600 millimeter, so it runs out a little longer, which is good. You can fit a bigger bottle. But if you wanted to keep it lightweight with the FX setup, you can go FX barrel 700 millimeter, and then make tons of power. You run slug liner or pellet liner, and plus you'll save a pound of weight savings over sticking with the OEM barrel. So yeah, let's just finish out this mag. Oh, it's already done. So we'll just shoot a couple of groups at 900 velocity with the JSB Hades, and just see how they're printing. We're getting a bit of a cross breeze from right to left right now. It was dead this morning, but I got lazy and didn't get started on this early enough. But now it's starting to breeze up, and these 16 grains are pretty lightweight, so they might be getting blown around a little bit. Just take that into consideration. But you're pretty much always going to have to deal with wind when you're hunting outdoors anyway, so it's just part of the game. Out here where I live in the desert, the winds, there's nothing to really slow them down, so they're usually pretty stiff gusts. Alright, so far on this tune, we shot 19 pellets. and we're sitting at about 3,300 psi. So let's see how many more we can get before we get to 1,600 psi. Fall off the rig. I'll move back onto the green targets. Fourth target over, top row.
903.
Nice, nice. Alright, next target over, another 5-shot group.
897. 903. 902. 903. 897.
Alright, so we'll go with the far right target, bottom row, third group.
896. 896. 901. 902. 897.
Alright, so yeah, after making a couple of adjustments with that new pellet and new tune, we got back on the bulls. All 5 shots inside that bull. So do the last shot, the last group, 4-shot group, right next to it to the left.
903. 902. 898. 898. 895.
Alright. Oh, maybe there's 20 in there because I got 4 5-shot groups. Alright, 20 shot mags. Looks like. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And now we're down to about 2,500 on the bottle psi. So we still have about 900 psi to go. So I'll load up another mag. That's 40 shots so far. Alright, so center target, bottom row.
899. 901.
It might be picking up.
901. 898. 899.
Alright, I'm going to go with the far left target because the other one's getting blocked by the camera.
892. 901. 895. 892. 891.
Yeah, the wind must have been gusting on that previous 5-shot group because I didn't make any adjustments. We're still on the bull. Alright, so I'm going to go back up to the top row, far left target, and I'll just pick a spot and let her rip.
895. 901. 901. 901. 895.
Alright, next target over.
898. 886. 901. 897. 895.
Alright, so that was a full mag. So that was 60 shots and we're at about 1800 psi. Oh wait, sorry. Yeah, we're 1800 psi on the bottle. Still at 16. The reg's still reading 1600 psi setting. So we're still above reg. We'll run a few more and just get the most out of it. You know, customers will ask me, how many shots per fill am I going to get on a certain size bottle? And it's like, well, that depends on, you know, your caliber, 25 cal, 22, whatever. Your power tune, you know, your projectile weight, and how fast you want to push them. So, as you can see, like with this one, we had two tunes, 900 feet per second with 21 grains, and we got 40 shots. And then here we are, 900 feet per second with 16 grains, and so far we're at 60 shots. So we already got 50% more shots per fill by just switching the tune and switching the projectile. Both of them are spitting at 900, but it's the 21 grain target pellets versus the 16 grain hunting pellets. Alright, third target over, top row.
891, 899, 899, 897, 897.
Alright, fourth target over, top row.
889, 896, 890, 875, 877.
Yeah, so we dropped about a 1/4 inch, and we're starting to fall off reg velocity wise. So I'm gonna say we're off reg officially, and then we got, looks like about 10 more shots. Yeah, two 5-shot groups. So 70 shots per fill you can expect for JSB Hades out of this rig at 900 feet per second. If you want to tune it down to like 875 feet per second, you know, you'll get even more shots per fill. Or if you wanted to shoot like if you really wanted to maximize your shots per fill for like barn shooting and all that, you know, you could run like the alloys, the Predator GTOs. You know, you could run those. They're those are 25 cal, 16 grains, but yeah, the 22 cals of those are like 11.75 grain, I believe. So like a 12 grain, and like with a setup like that, you could probably get close to, let's say 90 shots per fill, maybe 90 or 100 shots per fill out of this small bottle, shooting those at like 880, let's say. So yeah, a big range, shots per fill, ranging from 40 shots per fill all the way up to around 95, let's say, depending on projectile and velocity. So pretty cool setup, easy to tune, you know, external reg adjustment, external hammer spring adjustment. We did 2 tunes on this thing real quick, and as you can see, I mean, it was shooting lights out. So good barrel. The LDC helps with the accuracy as well, and then it's pretty quiet. I think I measured it at about 93.5 dBs. Usually like a rifle like this, like a 22 cal FAC, it's usually around 96 dBs. So yeah, this thing's really quiet. And then with the M-Lock bipod, I mean, it's so stable on the bipod, like this thing's not going to tip over on you on the shooting bench, you know. Like a lot of those Picatinny bipods, I've had my rifle fall over so many times with those things. Yeah, I'm real happy with this build. This build's up for sale. TerminatorIndustries.com. Go over there and grab it. Of course, after this one sells, the listing will stay up. If you ever want that rifle, you know, we'll just pull a brand new one out of the box and build you one fresh, if you know, in case this one sells. And then also too, with our printed components, you can get those in any color that you like. You know, if you don't want the blacked out look, the muted out look, you know, you can get your forest green or your military blue or your high vis colors. You know, anything personalized, your flat dark earth, just make it like your own, you know. So yeah, if you like unique, one of a kind, custom American built and tuned PCPs, head over to TerminatorIndustries.com. Browse our selection of components, moderators, and full builds and OEM PCP rifles, and get yourself some new toys today to play with. Check out the Terminator monthly subscription, where we give away an air rifle every month, or I should say a piece of PCP type kit, whether it's a high-end optic or OEM rifle or a custom built PCP air rifle. So yeah, check out Terminator monthly. And this next month, I think we're giving away a custom built Umarex Notos. That's pretty snazzy, so check that out. And yeah, resounding success with this build. I'm real happy with it. It's definitely a shooter, and plenty of shots per fill with 220cc carbon bottle on there too. So in case you were wondering, this optic is a Discovery LHD 6-24x50. There's an option to add a scope to this build on the listing if you wanted. But yeah, now having been tested this, I'm gonna put it up on the shelf, and nobody will be using this until you guys buy it. And with that done being said, I'll catch you boys and girls on the next video.